The conflict between Hezbollah and Israel remains one of the most dangerous flashpoints in the Middle East. While periods of diplomacy have raised hopes for reducing tensions across the region, the fighting along the Israel-Lebanon border continues to threaten those efforts. The conflict is no longer simply a dispute between two neighboring actors. Iran's long-standing support for Hezbollah and the United States' strategic commitment to Israel have transformed the confrontation into a broader geopolitical contest. As a result, any attempt to build lasting regional stability must first address one of the region's most enduring security dilemmas. At its core, the Lebanon conflict demonstrates a fundamental principle of geopolitics. Local conflicts rarely remain local when regional powers view them as central to their own security. Hezbollah represents one of Iran's most important regional partners, providing Tehran with strategic influence along Israel's northern border. For Israel, Hezbollah is viewed not merely as an armed group, but as one of its most capable security threats, possessing an extensive missile arsenal and significant combat experience. The United States, meanwhile, continues to provide strong diplomatic, military, and political support to Israel, reinforcing the broader regional balance in favor of its long-standing ally. This triangular relationship makes the conflict exceptionally difficult to resolve. Every military exchange between Hezbollah and Israel carries the risk of drawing outside powers further into the confrontation. Unlike conventional interstate disputes, proxy conflicts create multiple layers of deterrence, where decisions made in Beirut, Tehran, Jerusalem, or Washington can rapidly influence events across the region. The danger is not only escalation between Hezbollah and Israel, but also the possibility of wider regional involvement should deterrence fail. The conflict also reflects the changing nature of regional security architecture in the Middle East. Traditional wars between states have increasingly been replaced by competition through non-state actors, proxy organizations, missile forces, and asymmetric warfare. Hezbollah has become one of the clearest examples of this transformation. Its military capabilities allow Iran to project influence beyond its borders without direct conventional confrontation. This strategy complicates deterrence, because responses against Hezbollah inevitably carry implications for relations with Tehran. For the United States, support for Israel remains a cornerstone of its Middle East strategy. Beyond historical ties, Washington views Israel as a critical strategic partner, capable of contributing to regional deterrence, intelligence cooperation, and military stability. Continued American support therefore extends beyond bilateral relations. It signals to allies throughout the region that U.S. security commitments remain credible despite growing strategic attention toward the Indo Pacific. At the same time, Iran views Hezbollah as an essential component of its regional deterrence strategy. Maintaining influence through allied armed groups provides Tehran with strategic depth while reducing its need for direct military confrontation. This creates a balance in which neither side necessarily seeks a full-scale regional war, yet both continue strengthening positions that increase the risk of miscalculation. The broader geopolitical implications extend well beyond the Middle East. Continued instability affects global energy markets, international shipping routes, and the allocation of military resources. As the United States increasingly prioritizes competition with China in the Indo Pacific, persistent crises in the Middle East create competing strategic demands. Every escalation requiring additional American diplomatic or military attention inevitably affects broader global force planning. Great powers possess finite resources, making simultaneous crises across multiple regions strategically significant. The conflict also demonstrates how alliance dynamics shape modern international politics. American backing reinforces Israel's deterrence posture, while Iranian support strengthens Hezbollah's ability to sustain prolonged confrontation. Rather than reducing tensions, external support often increases each side's confidence, making compromise politically more difficult while simultaneously preventing outright defeat. This equilibrium creates prolonged instability instead of decisive resolution. From a broader strategic perspective, the Lebanon conflict illustrates that deterrence alone cannot guarantee lasting peace. Military balance may prevent immediate escalation, but it does not eliminate the political disputes that sustain recurring violence. As long as competing regional powers continue viewing Lebanon as part of a wider geopolitical contest, local ceasefires are likely to remain fragile. Looking ahead, the Hezbollah-Israel confrontation will continue to shape regional stability far beyond Lebanon itself. Its importance lies not only in the immediate security risks, but also in its ability to influence wider patterns of great power engagement, alliance credibility, and regional deterrence. For policymakers, the central lesson is clear. Durable peace in the Middle East will require more than managing military escalation. It will require addressing the broader strategic rivalry that connects local conflicts to regional and global power politics. Until that rivalry is moderated, the Lebanon conflict will remain one of the most significant obstacles to long-term stability.